has to make a delivery. 48-hour guarantee. Oh, Gelrin, armour please, giant heads delivered, it's yours. An offer made to pay in gold. My counter offer is rather bold. Oh, Gelrin, armour please, giant heads delivered, it's yours. As plans are made for our next steps, we start to plot our way. We will head east, some favours done, and other jobs for pay. When you need a delivery, you know just who to hire. Circus Delivery Service in Dice and Desire.
Right, 6 things then. Hit us, Gelrin. What do you want from us?
Hill. Fire. Stone. Frost. Storm. Cloud. A head from each, and you can have your armour.
Wait, do we get the armour first? Or do we get the armour after delivering the heads?
You get the armour, but you have to bring me the head of each of the giants.
There's still a fire giant in the field outside. That's one down.
Yeah, because you fetched that one yourself, like.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Gelrin, we probably won't bother. Right, sort us out with this armour and then, because I'll be honest, mate, you're being hard work, so...
I'm sorry for the record. He's asking you to bring him the head of each of the creatures that you're actually probably going to be killing along the way anyway. It's not.
Yeah, we're not going to come back. We're not going to come back here to present him to him. All the time when I said he was my mate, I wasn't.
How big is a giant head?
Got a bag of holding.
We do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Another thing I forgot we had.
I've got a bag of holding.
And I'll be sticking 6 giant heads in there.
No.
Listen.
Not bloody enough the place.
I'll make the promise. That's fine. Promise made.
Yeah.
You get your heads.
It's all right. It'll have forgotten within like 3 minutes.
The reality is, this is probably something that will happen after the session, like after the game's finished. Like, I'm not expecting you to come back head by head. It's not like I'm asking you to go literally 5,000 miles and come all the way back just to present him with one head
at a time.
Yeah, it's not. You don't get fast travel. It's not like playing Fallout or something like that where you can just zoom back and cash in and then go off.
God knows we don't get fast travel.
We have to spend 3 weeks in a castle with a
Kent.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time I've delivered head to someone.
Jesus.
Alright, Doreda's back on track. Just out of game chat here, 2 seconds. Was there something for us to do at Shadowtop Cathedral? Because that sounds familiar, looking at it on the map.
No.
Nope, I'm just chatting absolute Barry then. Fine. Okay, well, now that's sorted, can we go get Doraphra? Because I've got something that we need to show her anyway.
How long have I got to stick about to get this armour? Like, don't say like a week, please.
You're not getting it.
I made the promise. I get the armour, and then
No, he said afterwards.
I thought it was before.
You get the armour once we've delivered.
No. You get the armour. You get the armour first.
Yeah.
Oh right.
You get the armour first with the promise that you'll use it to kill giants and bring him the head.
That's fine.
Is that ready to go? Is it ready to pick up now?
He just needs to stamp some kind of emblem on it.
Yeah. What do you want? I've got a winky face emoji. I've got,
show him your tattoo. Get him to put that on there.
There's no tattoo, mate. There's no tattoo. Carry on.
There is a tattoo.
Carry on your list.
Oh, the released podcast that's canon says otherwise.
It's worth noting, actually, although how long we've actually in real world spent in Tribor, the reality is you've only been in Tribor for about 3 or 4 days.
That tattoo's not even healed yet.
It's still weeping.
It's still itchy.
It's been infected by giant blood.
He's not been looking after it, has he, either?
No.
I don't think there's Bepanther on the Sword Coast.
very much like Krill to his father. Krill doesn't acknowledge the tattoo exists.
Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah, bring those issues up. Carry on with your stamps.
There's an aubergine. I've got one here that looks like a little swirly. And, no, I've just got the standard GF to signify it's for your girlfriend, for Gelrin Fohammer.
For your girlfriend.
Can I not get the royal one, seeing as it's supposed to help out with, like, royalty and shit?
No, that's the thing. That it's people that recognise the GF. I'm a royal armourer. So they recognise it's been done by the royal armourer. They don't. It's not something to say that you're royal.
Oh yeah, I'll have that one. I'll have that
Krill.
one.
Krill.
I mean, it's essentially it's the Lambo of armour. It's essentially a status symbol that you're wearing Gelrin Fohammer armour.
Listen, I've accepted. We'll take that one.
Let's take the aubergine.
Jesus Christ! The last adventures I had to deal with were a lot easier than this. Right. So, just swing by the shop anytime and I'll make sure it's ready for you. It's been a pleasure taking an hour to do this business.
You said we needed to drag our feet a bit tonight, otherwise this session would be over too soon.
I didn't think you needed it.
Yeah, Gelrin, you said that.
Sorry. I'm so short, I'm always dragging my feet. Right. Okay, so he's gonna just I don't know, just
I'm gonna go with him and collect all the stuff.
Are you getting the GF plate
with
the GF on it?
Sorry?
Are you getting the plate with the GF on it?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, all of his armour has GF on it because he's producing it for people. Yeah. As you see, the other four of you see Gelrin and Krill leaving the building. You just sort of see Gelrin just sort of like look up like behind him at Krill, sort of like I promise you it exists, and they just walk out like he's slightly worried that Krill thinks that he's gonna stitch him up. Right. So the four of you are still left in I was going to say the Nightstone Inn, but that's not the name of the place, is it?
North Shield House.
That's it, North Shield House. So you're still left in there. Now, Dorathra did say that she wanted to talk to you this morning. And also, as I think one of you was already mentioned, Greg's obviously been out there and seen the Vonindod piece. I don't think the rest of you have, though. I think only realistically, Quinch was there yesterday helping to dig, so he would have probably seen it the day before. But Dweezil and Dabov certainly wouldn't have seen anything.
Yeah, so Greg's just going to quickly describe like his night of sleeping in the hole on top of this 8-foot thing that's covered in the ground. That is part of the running Dod. Or what he believes to be part of the running Dod. Is it the running Dod? I've said that twice.
Vonindod. V-O-N. Vonindod. Like a vol-au-vent.
Volindod. Volindod. And then he's also been reminded that we have a bag of holding, so maybe we can take it on our way. Should an 8-foot thing fit in a bag of holding?
It's worth noting you exposed 8 foot, but it was still dug into the ground, so it's not finished at 8 foot.
How big is it, Greg?
Well, I've dug about 8 foot of length crossways. I don't really know how far down it goes into the ground, so my original plan of taking it with us may be somewhat problematic.
Just as a reminder of what Greg would have seen, it's so far he's seen 8 foot length wheel, and it's about 2 inches thick.
I'm talking spaghetti fin here.
And it's a bent piece. It's not a straight line by any means. It's just that he's exposed about 8 foot of this sort of bent piece. Haven't we all?
How did you try and dig it out, Greg? Did you just use manual tools, or did you attempt to expose it with magic?
Didn't you try to shift earth or something? Didn't Greg use like a mould earth or something like that?
Yeah, I used one of my spells to move all the earth away as far as I could. But yeah, so we're gonna need some help digging it up.
And what are you suggesting we do with it if we dig it up? Are you suggesting we put it in the bag of holding?
It's not going to fit in the bag of holding, I don't think.
If it doesn't fit in a bag of holding, I feel that we should probably report it to Darathra so she can secure it somewhere.
Bag of holding has a £500 limit, and I don't think 8 foot of stone is going to be less than 8 foot plus of stone.
I never said it was made of stone. It's pure aluminium. It's really light. Like tinfoil.
It is metallic. I don't think that Greg found out what type of material.
Oh, metal. Yeah, there's no way it's weighing less than £500.
Is it not worth the big boys trying to just whip it out?
Well, not the first time, but yes.
Yeah, I'm not here. I'm gone.
Me and one of the big boys tried to get it out, and it just wasn't happening. It was just going to and forth in the middle of a tent. It looked very suspicious.
What if Krill and Quinch were both to attempt to pull it?
I don't know. They could give it a tug and see if it comes.
It's low-hanging fruit, but it had to be done, didn't it? And then dab off cast grease.
Yeah.
Always lube.
Right, do we go back to Greg's rod, or do we go and see Darathra? Because the other alternative is that we just tell Darathra of it, and we leave it in the capable hands of Darathra and the 12, and we just leave it with them. Are we going to chase around and assemble the Vonindod? Because we don't have the thing, the rod of Vonindod to find the different parts.
Given the size of it, so the rod of Vonindod, I'm not even here, am I? Ignore me.
No, you're not.
No.
You're not. The rod of Vonindod is essentially like a dowling tool, or what they're called, the thing that finds water, but
divining rod.
Divining rod. Yeah, dowsing. That's it. Dowling's something.
Brian, he was from Big Brother 2.
It finds him and what happened to his career.
Imagine if he listens to this.
Yeah,
no one listens to this.
Yeah, exactly. It just finds it. So the rod of Vonindod finds pieces of the Vonindod. It's what you discovered from whatever her name was, the giant.
Il something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Greg's girlfriend. Yeah.
Elaine.
Elaine.
Yeah.
Elaine the giant.
Greg's large wife.
Yeah. Wife number 2. The first one turned out to be a psycho
Ildman.
killer, so you know.
Ildman. So yeah. I mean, you could dig it up before, but it's you don't know how big it is. All you've done at the moment is exposed 8 foot. This could be much bigger. It could be 9 foot. You might only have another foot to expose. Who knows?
Shall we all go out there, dig it up as much as we can, and then we can decide what we want to do with it after that?
Are we collecting this? Is this Panini 1988? We're committing to collecting the bits, or are we wasting our time, Greg?
It's worth noting you don't know how many pieces of the Vonindod are. It could be like a 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle, and you're literally, you can't even be bothered.
He's definitely he's telling us to not do it. He's telling us to not.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to say that if you want to go down that route, you don't have a means of finding them currently.
I mean, I don't think we need to.
You don't know how many of them there are.
And we're adding an extra year onto SKT.
Yeah, and it's going to be a nightmare swapping any doubles that we get, isn't it?
Yeah, but think about when we get some shinies.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think we need to like collect all the bits, do we? Like the primary thing is just to stop the giants collecting the pieces. So as long as you get
which was why we should have killed that giant. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when you stopped us doing that?
Don't
Not
remember
that
anything.
whole grudges.
Nah, of course not. Alright, let's go see Darathra. That's what I say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. Okay. Have you got a backflip readied?
Always.
Can I also tell the guys about my meeting with, what was the chap called that I met outside the tent? I can't remember his name now.
Narth.
Narth, yes. And his offer of, if we bring him rare stuff, he can turn it into items.
Well, yeah, so you you didn't tell him what was in the tent. I think you lied.
We said it was giant bones or something.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with giants. Yeah, and so he said if you bring me, he could potentially either turn it into something himself or potentially sell it to other people who could use it in weaponry and armor and stuff like that.
Why don't we do that then, rather than telling Darathra? Why don't we tell Narth and monetize it that way?
Yes, we could, I suppose. Yes. Okay. Yes, I feel that we have everything to gain there. As long as he doesn't sell it back to the giants, I suppose that would be bad.
I can't imagine he would. He seems like a decent lad. He's quite good looking, and most good looking people are decent people.
Classic phrase.
Yeah.
Stick it on a t-shirt.
So let's not tell Darathra about the 8 foot of exposed length, and tell Narth about that. Do we go see Narth first? Or I would just perpetrate a ruse, tell Darathra that we've already reached an agreement with Narth, and then go and see Narth afterwards. I mean, we can basically say what we want to people.
Theoretically, Darathra's is... Look at this. I think Darathra's is closer to where you are currently.
It's still only like 30 seconds more walk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not far. Actually, they're literally opposite each other. So you could theoretically go to one, then the other, or...
Let's go see Narth. Let's sell the mining rights to Narth.
Mm-hmm.
And then go and see Darathra.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Okay. And Krill can just be silent because he's not here.
Right. Now, are you on the map, yeah? On the map of Tribal?
Yeah.
So are you... so this is where you are currently. This is North Shield House, where I've just pinged.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is where you're going. This is Narth's.
Yeah.
And that's Darathra, the second one. Yeah. Are you going this route or this route?
Back way.
You're going the back way. Okay, cool. So
I would imagine so. Like that. We Darathra wants to see us, so we don't want to walk past. We don't want to go in view of Darathra's tower, do we?
It's not like you're under arrest or anything. It's up to you.
No, but we want to deal with this first with Narth, so we don't want to put ourselves in Darathra's eye line.
You don't want her thinking that she's less important.
No, but also if we were to walk up and she was out, she was just knocking around like I don't know, washing the front door, and she goes, "Oh, are you coming to see me?" And we'd have to go, just give us 20 minutes.
Washing the front door and inside.
The mayor washes the front door of the town hall.
I don't know what hobbies Darathra has.
Maybe that'll be part of the meeting that you'll find out. So maybe add that to the list of questions you might have.
Yeah, put that in AOB.
Can I come back now?
Okay, so you Nope. So as you leave the North Shield house, having had this discussion, I would, his Gelrin's property is quite a distance away. I don't think you'd get there. That's fine.
That's fine. I
don't think you'd get there and get back.
That's cool. I just sit and, I just sit and
what we'll
scratch my
say
eyes
is-
for 10 minutes.
What we'll say is that they'll go and have the conversation with Narth, by which time you will have gone back to the North Shield house, seen that they're not there, and gone, oh, they're probably at Dorathra, so you'll probably meet them there.
Krill would
Right.
make that assumption.
Yeah, he would, yeah. Because he makes notes, he knows where everyone's going and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, so you make the long way round. Not the long way round, sorry, the back way round. And as you approach, you see two shops. You, of course, see on the right-hand side, you see the lion's share, which is Narth's property. And on the left, you also still see the slightly wonky sign of the seller's cellar, home to Yoka Puelala.
Poyeo.
Poyeo. How do you say it? I know I made the name up, but it is what it is. Right, so as you approach, presume you're going into the North Shield house. The lion's share.
We're not in any fit state, are we, to buy any
You've not
exciting
earned,
magic
I
bits
don't
and
think you've
bobs?
earned much in the way of extra gold.
No, we've failed to achieve any.
Any money making schemes whilst you've been in town.
Yeah.
I sold loads of shit.
I was going to say, I think Krill's got a load of
I'm
money.
loaded. I got about 700 gold, 4 platinum.
Wow.
Still not enough for what you want. Right, so you...
That's echoes of real life, that is.
Yeah. You head into the lion's share and you see Narth busy sort of stocking shelves and getting things all ready for the day. It's still relatively early, and you see his wife, whose name eludes me, talking to a customer, and she sort of sees you, and having you not been around for a couple of days.
Oh, she's going to ask about a missing kid, isn't she?
Have you found out anything?
Eludes me.
I'm afraid we've been a little preoccupied with giants attacking the town. But we wanted to come here not only to assure you that we are looking into the matter, but also to speak to your husband about some business.
But in that order, yes, you are looking into the matter of...
Oh yes, of course. We are looking into the case of Alma. Is it Alma? Alma. I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, Alma, the missing girl who went missing 4 days ago now, because we've been
This
in
is
town.
like Boris delivering a speech.
Forgive me.
And we've been to a couple of parties. I mean, there wasn't no parties, but
People will be listening to the episode going, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Last year.
Hopefully he's been fucking fired by this point.
Hearing the slightly awkward conversation that's taking place behind him, Narth sort of turned around and noticed you guys and goes, "Oh, hello, everyone. Greg, nice to see you again." Because it was this morning, wasn't it? It was earlier this morning that you guys met. Oh, you. And he sort of looks at his wife. Perhaps are you here about what we spoke about earlier?
Yes, Narth. Like I said earlier, that I didn't want to lie to you. I'm afraid I did tell you a small porky because I just needed to confirm with the rest of my parties upon our actions before talking to anyone else. But I do have a very lucrative business opportunity for you if you wish to hear me out.
Okay, yeah, right.
So, in the tent,
Yes.
I said there was giant bones that they were digging up. I'm afraid that is not entirely true, and it's something a lot more valuable than that. A unique item, one of a kind. And I've spoken to my party, and we are willing to barter with you over the rights of such item in this hole.
Oh, well, okay. So it's not a giant bone. So, what is it then?
Well, it is part of a mystery. It's part of a one unique item that we believe. Hold on, do we tell them the truth there? Yeah, let's tell them.
Sorry, so you said I don't want to lie to you, and told him that it wasn't the lie, and now you don't want to tell him the truth.
No, I was thinking if we want to tell them the truth what the item is, or if I just want to say we don't entirely know, but we're going to go with somewhat of the truth, and we're going to say it's part of a unique item, very sought after even. It's part of something called the Rolling Dod, which is a unique weapon that is used to kill dragons, I believe. As I've said, this is only part of this ancient weapon, and therefore cannot be used to kill dragons on its own. But to the right collector who has the other parts, perhaps it could be worth a pretty penny, or perhaps it has mysterious properties that could be enchanted into weapons and armour and such. Like I said, the endless possibilities of this. And we would like to see what you are offering in way of payment or services to procure such an item.
And he's sort of standing there and sort of he's taking that all in and thinking, we've not really told me what it is. That's not what he's saying. He's like, he's just, this is what he's internally thinking, is like, you know, you've still not quite really told me what it is. And he goes, he puts up his finger and he walks over to his wife Alestra, and he sort of just, sorry, school children, can we stop, please?
He puts up his finger.
Right, yeah, like that, just like as a 1 minute.
And then the other one, and then bangs them against each other.
Pulls the end of one over the other. I think they call it docking.
Well, I mean, if this is how we want to conduct ourselves,
Well,
you know, we're never going to win awards if this is how you're going to just act all the time.
not the awards you want.
This is Dyson Desire. We're a sex-positive D&D 5e actual play podcast.
No, that's the other. That's the other one. So Narth points a finger in the air, but just the one, in a symbol of 1 minute, please.
Oh, I wish this was a stream.
Oh, I don't. And he walks over to his wife Alastra, and he bends down to her. Sorry, are you mocking size now?
I'm making pegging jokes. That's all. Just add your own pegging punchline.
Right, okay. He whispers in her ear, and she sort of looks at him, sort of. God, Jesus Christ! Right,
We might have to start this again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Everyone, take a moment. You're only making it harder for yourself to edit out later.
I'm making it very hard for myself, if you know what I mean. I am wedged under this table.
Tell me when you're ready to go. Right, do I need to separate you two?
But
Is that what we say to Alestra and Narth?
Yeah.
right, think we're good. Didn't even do it that time.
And we have to do the clap again.
You're not even here, Krill. Shut up.
Has
MJ just left?
MJ's just left, yeah.
Okay. Right, so Narth and Stuart's going to go. Right, Narth goes to talk to his wife Alestra, and he whispers in her ear a few things. And then she sort of like, she's listening, and then all of a sudden she sort of like jerks and sort of looks at him and sort of like gives him a look of, "Are you sure?" Only for him to softly nod, and he comes over and says, "Okay, let's." I mean, you've not really told me much of what's out there, but let's go and have a look, and then we can discuss payment. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Nath, I believe last time I was here you didn't have any gemstones, and I just want to check that position hasn't changed.
I don't think you asked about gemstones when you were here. I don't think you've ever asked anyone about gemstones. And this is Nathan speaking, not Nath.
Didn't I sell Narf gemstones?
No, you sold them to Yoka.
No,
that was to Urga for the dogs.
I'm sorry, Nath, I might be confused. Do you have any gemstones?
I think once we go and have a look at the item, we can discuss gemstones.
Oh, you tease. Let's go and check out this rod then.
It's not a rod.
A buried rod, whatever it is.
Theoretically, it is sort of a rod, but
yeah, it's buried.
Right.
Well, let's go, and I will show you our findings. Follow me.
Okay, so you head off out of the shop. Presumably, all of you. Are you all going?
Yeah. So,
I don't know
Greg,
where
I
I am.
assume
You're
Greg,
still gone. You're still gone for a little bit.
I assume you'll fly a couple of people over, and I'll pick up a couple of people, and we'll just fly over there.
I mean, we can
Oh,
just
yeah,
walk.
why not?
We can walk. It's
Just
Oh, okay.
just
Well,
2 minutes walk.
just Benny.
Quinch will hover.
sort of-
Quinch will hover.
Just Benny Hill. Look.
It's literally sort of across the road.
Quinch will still hover.
Okay, why not? When you've got wings, you may as well use them, right?
Exactly right.
So as you're walking to the town square, through the town square, and you see where the Greg's tent is in the caravan park, you notice a slightly nervous figure investigating the tent.
Do we recognise the person?
Yeah, roll me. All of you, I guess. Roll me perception.
19.
I just got a 920, so.
No, 20. Okay,
Don't matter on a skill check, Greg.
well, it means it's better than the 19, doesn't it? So,
Unless he's got -2.
very true.
I have a perception of +2, so 22.
That's good. That is better than a 19, correct?
Yeah.
Maths.
So Greg, although Dweezil also notices it,
Thank you.
Greg is the first to sort of recognise that it's Dars, which makes sense given that it's, this is where he tends to the caravan parks and stuff. Sorry, Stuart, something funny?
This is caravan park, so it probably
Yeah, it makes sense that he would be here.
It does.
I don't understand why that's funny, but there you go. Are you the problem child today?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. You had a little drink? Probably not.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
A year ago today, I think, was the festival of Agum in Anfield.
Wow.
Bloody hell!
Had a little
Good
drink
times.
that night and all. Yeah.
Good time. Yeah, you were very drunk that festival.
Yeah.
So I just bring out some festival games. They've just rocked up in Tribal.
Oh, let's play holes again. Yeah.
Quill's not here. Can't. He's playing holes with Golden. So yeah, as you're approaching, yeah. So Greg, you're the first to notice him. He doesn't notice you, by the way. He's sort of like peering inside. He's. I'm gonna say it, even though I know it's gonna start you off. He's pulling your flaps apart. Sort of like just trying to sort of like look in. He's not gone into the tent. He's just sort of like peering in to try and sort of like look at what's going on in there, which he would do. I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, this is his park, and he's just slightly confused and curious as to why there's suddenly a tent pitched up in it, which never normally happens. So he hasn't noticed you, but you are all en masse, apart from Krill, approaching the caravan park. So it's up to you. I'll leave it in your hands as to what you want to do, whether you want to hail Dars or whether you want to just take Narth up there, or what you want to do.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dice and Desire. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave us a review. Also, go check out our Instagram and Twitter pages. The handle for both is Dice and Desire. So, until next time, stay safe, adventurers.
Oh, there, sailor. Yes, I'm talking to you. Do you yearn for high seas adventure and piratical mayhem at the roll of a D20?
Yes, I'll just toss you your shirt.
Very sassy.
No, I drink beer and I fart in my sleep.
Now that I got your attention with sex...
Welcome to my pub, the Wizard's Sleeve.
It's still a cow that I'm gonna get in a bag. Do you know how big a cow is?
Don't put gold in your ass. That's not the catchphrase we were looking for.
It is one that we often use at this group,
Enough
though.
about where you keep your secret stuff.
It's not in my anus. Stop it.
Then sign your name in blood. Join the Rovers and your crew on their adventures every Wednesday, wherever you find podcasts.